Coke Wave 3.5 Narcos. Ladies and gentlemen, after 18 years, allow me to reintroduce the rebirth of the mixtape era. Max B and French Montana are in full effect, and you've been put on notice. Lock the fuck in. Max B, after what? Spending all them years incarcerated, is stepping back into the public eye with renewed sense of purpose. He's spoken openly about this, and how it reshaped his priorities, focusing on family, creativity, and rebuilding his life. French, meanwhile, has been active and visible as per usual, celebrating the rollout with. They got these listening events. They doing podcasts. They doing interviews. One of my favorite is Goat Talk. Check it out on YouTube. It's complex. It's a complex joint. Together, they described their reunion as feeling like the Power Rangers coming back together. I mean, that might sound playful and whatnot, but for that metaphor, that it's just like it's about the chemistry, yo. And they've always had that, and it's unmistakable. It's like they, bro. It's like they back like I never left type vibes. You feel me? Shifting into the production of this joint, because this thing is built off of intention. It's clear. The identity is clear. The vibes is intentional. Everything about it is so dope. The heavyweight producer lineup is first and foremost on the production. Now we got Metro, Harry Fraud, Murder Beats, Dame Grease. We have even what's it? Clue. Clue makes an appearance on this joint. The combined style gives the album this polished modern sound while keeping it still raw and street, but it's still like fun, man. It's like that original Cold Wave tape feeling. Feel me? The one thing I would say about that part is it's a mixtape. I don't know. See, the thing is, like, man, has there ever been a mixtape that was nominated for anything? Nominated for like best rap album or man. So the thing here's my gripe. My gripe is that it's a mixtape, but you even have Clue on this thing and I don't got no shit talking. It ain't no shit talking. There's like one interlude talking about dick riding is on the all time high right now, and it's like a news report and somebody's reading, saying the things she's saying, but like it don't feel like a mixtape. It feel like a bona fide regular project, and I mean, I love it. You know, it sounds amazing. It sounds amazing if you call it an album. So like, I wish they would like. I don't know. Okay, I guess maybe it might have something to do with clearing like some of the samples because there's a lot of sampling going on and stuff. Um, so maybe it has something to do with that. Why it's not called an official album. But you mean to tell me what you're not making bread off of this or something like that? You still making profits off it? Got to be, got to be. So there's like 22 tracks on this joint. Hour and 2 minutes of listening of heat. There's only a couple tracks that I didn't hit that like button on. It's still it doesn't disturb the whole experience. But like if I'm gonna listen to a mixtape, this is my point. Let me finally get to the point I'm trying to make. If I'm gonna listen to a mixtape, you know what I mean? There's some mixtape elements that I'm looking out for. You know, I need the, you know what I mean, like the rewind the track kind of thing, right? I'm gonna need some like I need the DJ to like talk some shit. You know what I'm talking about? And just like say some stuff. Just like I need some like interludes. I need more interludes, right? If it's a mixtape, especially when you got a Clue. This is what what gassed me. It's like Clue. He's always gonna give you like a good like 15 seconds with some shit talking, right? You know, and we don't get none of that on this project. It's all straight music. So shout out to them. So I'm like, you might as well just call it a full album. Full album. So if you don't call it a full album, you just call it a mixtape. I don't think you're gonna be eligible for any awards. Cause my next point was gonna be shout out to shout out to folks dropping projects in January, dropping them early. Cause y'all don't get the love that y'all require. You know what? This is what you do. You know what? They probably might be onto something. So I'm gonna go ahead and say here first, breaking news. And the breaking news is that we finna get another project from French and uh, from Max of Bigaville freaking in the summer. We're gonna get another one in the summer. This is just a taste. Here's why I say this. Ray Vaughn's project last year was one of the dopest Ray Vaughn was top five rap albums. Oh, but dog, I think that might have been a mixtape too. Was that a mixtape? Dang, I don't even know. Now I gotta look this joint up, man. But I think Ray Vaughn project was probably a mixtape. That's why it didn't get the dollar menu, the good, the bad, the dollar menu. I think that's probably why it didn't get nominated for anything, best rap album, or even when people at the end of the year was naming they best albums, good, bad. When they was naming their best rap albums of the year, they didn't really name. I think I heard one person put it at number five, but it was just so good at the time. But and it was early in the year, so by the time summer came around, people forgot about it because the nominations will come around to like end of year and stuff. So it never got. It didn't get its true. It didn't get its true. It didn't get its due because if people forgot about it, right? You started talking about the Joey battle and all that kind of stuff, and like that's when his name will come up, you know what I mean? But like his album would come up because it came out early. The same thing that happened that year with Yachty, that Yachty album, right? Let's start here. That's a profound album. That's a profound album that should be in a museum somewhere. That Yachty, yes, that lot, little Yachty, that Yachty. Yeah, in case you forgot, that album was that good. But it came out early in the year. I think it might have came out. I was on a ski trip. I think it might have been like had to be like January, February, something like that. And by the time the end of the year comes around, when awards are being handed out, people forget about it. So this is what's gonna happen. This was gonna happen. Everybody gonna hold on to their heat. Everybody gonna hold on to their joints until summer going forward, because they know they're not gonna get the respect that's due. People gonna forget about it. And shout out to Lloyd Banks. He didn't get much mention last year when everybody at the end of the year when everybody was giving the top five and stuff. That Lloyd Banks album was immaculate. Larry June and Two Chainz got mad love, so I appreciate seeing them. You know what I mean? But like people putting out work early in the year, it's a problem. It's gonna be a problem, which it sucks for me because I want some good hip hop early in the year. I don't want to wait till summertime when stuff drop. You know what I mean? But back to this project. Yeah, like I said, you got Metro, you got Harry Ford, you got Murder Beats, Dame Grease, Clue. The combined styles give the project a polished modern sound while keeping the rawness that defined the original Coke Wave tapes. It's a blend of nostalgia and evolution. The production leans into the duo's melodic street storytelling, but with upbeat drums. They got some richer textures. There's a cinematic feel that makes it feel like a little Dipset esque. There's some Dipset esque vibes going on in this project. There's a track also though that is featuring Chinks, which is uh it's very like it's dope, but at the same time it's like it's heartfelt because it's like Chinks is gone. It's called Nigga Like Me. Niggas Like Me. It's adds this emotional depth to this project. Reminding you of the Coke Boys legacy stuff, right? Uh, Couple tracks you should check out. First of all, "Make America Wavy Again" is the opening track on this joint, and I'm a stickler for this opening track. I'm a stickler for opening tracks. Like I love it when you introduce me. Like it's like this is you introducing me into your creation, right? Your art, and this is like the first step into that thing, and that joint is fire. I don't know why like they don't have like on the credits they don't. So okay, so the credits say who's performed by, who is written by, produced by, right? But they don't never say. Sometimes like somebody just does like the hook, they don't list them. That's whack. That's whack to me, because this lady has a mix between Lana Del Rey and Adele. Oh man, she's killing it. Make America wavy again. Make America wavy again. So Mawa, right? They're doing the whole thing like America thing, Mawa thing. You get it. You get it. You got it, right? There's a video for this too. Shout out to them to putting out visuals for this thing. Man, Max B got out and got to work. Got to work already with this joint out. He only recently got out. Already got this whole project out. Maybe that's again why they call it a mixtape. Probably got to like work out a bunch of contract kind of stuff with him. But also got visuals for several of these things on here already. So hop back in the studio. Like talking about back like I never fucking left. That's what I'm talking about. Whipping that wave. This is a short, sharp, and reminiscent of early Coke Wave legacy. It's by let me see who's yeah, this is French was the producer on that joint. So that's the second track on the project. Very short, less than 2 minutes. Um, but maybe it's a mixtape, so maybe that's the vibe. That's something like that is what you would get on a project like this versus a full length album where like that's a really short track for it to be a full track. Metro Wave, Metro has probably the best beats on this whole thing, and it's got some fire on here. And Metro probably has the best beats on it, and I think he's only on one, two, three. He's on three tracks on this joint, and that boy understood the assignment because that joint, like you used to when you listen to Metro, you used to like you're probably visualizing like Southern artists and stuff like that. But man, it's got that signature touch. It's dark, it's hypnotic. Metro boy doing this thing. Narcos is another one of my favorites on here. And that's another Metro's joint. 79K plays on this joint, man. Y'all need to step y'all game. Y'all need to be out here. Okay, Whipping That Wave has 2.2 million. We got 8 million on Make America Wave Again. Probably like half a million of that is me because I had that joint on repeat. That first track, it's hard for me to get to the whole rest of the album because that you make that the first track, and then I always ended up moving it to the end of the track, at end of the track list, so I could listen to it again at the end. It's just that freaking good. Each track feels carefully placed. It's creating a listening experience that flows naturally from start to finish. Man, this it deserves respect to be able to put something out like this on in January, knowing that it's a mixtape, knowing that like it ain't gonna get. I mean, it's an announcement. I guess Max is out. Big Avail is out in these streets, back out. And shout out to him, listening to him in these interviews, the Goat Talk, like I said. He's on there. Energy is great. Their energy back and forth. I would listen to them if they had their own show. It's like almost like a Jesus and Miro kind of thing. Their energy feeding off each other just like naturally. You can see it. That's why it shows up like this on the in the music. They're laughing. They're having a good time. Max, you can tell he is happy to be out of jail. He is happy to be out that pen, free and doing the things that I mean. He went off of some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Robbing and somebody ended up dying and all this stuff. You know what I mean? And supposed to get like 100 years that got it trimmed down. So thank goodness. You know what I mean? He gets a second chance. You know what I'm saying? We all about redemption here, and you just see him. He's just a happy man. He's just a happy camper. And shout out to French, man, looking out the whole time. That's somebody who's holding it down. Hold it down like throughout. You know what I mean? Putting them on, just like keeping in touch with them. As French is progressing his career, he's bringing Max along while he's in prison. Just like connecting him with folks, even on the phone. He had who was that? The Rock? I think he had The Rock call him while he was in prison. Like he called, he talking to Rock. He's like, yo, Dwayne Johnson's on the line. He's talking to The Rock on the phone. You know what I'm talking about, holding it down and stuff, right? Right. And just like speaking life into him and stuff. So you could come out of a space like that. It's a dark space. You could come out and be all and be super resentful. I wouldn't blame you, especially facing all that time. And even after facing all that time, he just still did a lot of time, and coming out and just like hugging his boys. I mean, I think I could put it here if I remember it when I edit to put like him coming out the prison. You know what I mean? Coming crossing that line, talking about crossing that line and be like, this is a different universe. Once I crossed that line, I could never cross that barrier. And boom, you passed it. And seeing them hug his boy and seeing the whole future that's ahead of him, you know what I mean? And people showing them love coming out. I wish everybody got that kind of love. But I know this is a guy that's gonna go places that is what we're talking about. Prison system is supposed to be for what they call that thing. You know what I mean? It's a correctional facility for I forgot the term, but it's like when you learn from it. You know what I mean? Rehabilitation, right? And coming out and be you don't have to be a model citizen, but just be like a productive member of society. And if you putting out hits and joints like this, you're productive to me, because you giving me something to talk about. You giving me something to pass the day. You throw that thing in the whip. You know what I mean? This is structurally, structurally sound. He sounds mentally sound. He sounds fine. He sounds like this is the guy who was in there. He did the work internally, put it in the rhymes, and is happy to be out. And he's gonna show it and put it through the music. It's luxury. It's a soundtrack for luxury. It's confident, smooth. It's grounded in the lived-in experience of these two artists who've just grown together. They might have changed over time, but they survived that joint. The album carries the swagger of uptown New York, but with a maturity that reflects everything that French and Max have been through. This is a joint that you play. You gotta have a hip hop audience, man. You gotta have a hip hop audience who's gonna play this joint. Somebody that a group of people that appreciates this joint. Go out on your deck, DJ that thing up. Put this from top to bottom. Just press play. Let that bit ride. You might not hear every track, but do that on your own time, right? Do that when you're in the whip. But like, you throw a DJ setup kind of thing, what I mean? You're having a party, grilling or something like that. Put that there. Or if there's like a rooftop bar that you go to, what I mean? Like if you get the aux cord, boop, plug that joint in, let that bit ride. Final takeaway is that this project is a restoration. Two artists reconnecting with the roots, their audience, and with each other. And if you didn't know about it, now you know. Hit subscribe for more joints like this. I'll put you on. I'm going to need my like and subscribe.